I'm going to be showing you the tripod mounts from GoPro and the Joby Gorilla Pod with the GoPro mounts. So the first tripod mount here comes in the package of 2, and it has only one screw hole in it, and you have to screw it down directly to the GoPro. And yeah, you can fully pivot the GoPro all the way, pretty much all the way down, so it's 90 degrees, and all the way back, so it's negative 90 degrees, pretty easily. There's only one problem that I have with this mount, and that's when you try to put this screw in, this nut comes out very easily, and that's a little irritating. Now, I think it happens on all of the mounts. I have 2, and it happens on both of them. So I'm not sure if everybody has this problem, but it's just annoying when you're trying to fumble around and put it in, so I have to hold it in there. But I could just probably super glue that back in and it would work pretty good. So it's very easy to put the GoPro on. You just line up the 2 holes in, and then you just screw it in, and here's the nut problem I was talking about, right here. So there you have it. So this is the Joby Gorilla Pod. I'll get into more detail about this later. So right here you see this little screw, and that matches up, so I can just screw the GoPro in here till it's relatively tight and make sure that's secure, and that's how you mount the GoPro onto the Joby Gorilla Pod. So now I'm going to get into this quick release mount, which is I don't know, I kind of like this mount better because it's lighter and less bulky, but this one's also pretty good. It has 2 different ways to screw it in, and also it's the quick release mount, so you can get the GoPro on and off of it pretty easily. And it's pretty straightforward on how you would do that. So yeah, so in total, both GoPro tripod mounts are really nice. I like pretty much everything about them. The only problem I have is with this little nut, but this on here stays tight, and on the this one there's no problems. I don't know, it's not my personal favorite. So yeah, that's it for the tripod mounts. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the Gorilla Pod. So the Joby Gorilla Pod itself can go pretty much anywhere. It's got very flexible arms, but they'll lock in place when you need them to, because individually they're really tough to move, but as a whole it's very bendy. I do realize that Joby made a Gorilla Pod series specifically for GoPro, but I don't think it's worth spending the extra money because this is good enough for me. So you can pretty much mount this anywhere. I'll show you some of the places where you can mount it in a second and how you can mount it. But I really like this because this is a small feature, but if you swivel this little thing to unlock, you can press the Joby and take up this. So if you have a tripod mounted like this, it's like a quick release mount. So that's really cool. But which is why this mount isn't my personal favorite, because you already have a quick release mount, so you don't need another one. So I really like that about the Joby. So I'll turn that to lock. So this is great for rough terrain or like from trees and things, because it can be mounted pretty much anywhere and anyhow. Um, but the only thing it's not good for is mounting on the side of objects, because it's kind of hard for it to balance. That's what they have the clamp mount for from GoPro. So yeah, I'm going to show you some places where you can mount this. So here I've mounted it on my basketball hoop, and I'm a big fan of doing that. It holds on tight even when I hit it with a basketball, which is really nice. So it's really tough and strong, but it only weighs about 4 or so ounces. So it's very light to travel, and you can compact it really small if you want to, but it's already pretty small as it is. Mounting on a chair is by far one of the easiest ways to mount it. One of its greatest uses is on poles, and it stays on there pretty sturdily, even though I didn't do it very well. But believe it or not, it can hold up a GoPro or any other camera when you have it on a pole. So, thanks to these little rubbery holding pads on each one of the legs. Last but not least, it can be used as a rough terrain tripod that, even though you can see that this is flat and this is dirty and this is uneven, it still holds well on the uneven surfaces. So it's great if you're like a hiker or you're not doing an indoor activity. So that's been my review of the Gorilla Pod and the GoPro tripod mounts for any tripod really, but I really like to use the Gorilla Pod. So yeah, drop a like or a comment. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be having, probably next week or 2 weeks from now, I'll have another tutorial out. So, yeah.